Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading. This reading is going to be for what is your next big manifestation that's coming in, your next big breakthrough manifestation. And we're going to be looking at like just when this is coming in the next few months, or setting that intention that this will be something which is very soon to manifest, not like years down the line. So we'll try to focus on just like one major topic that comes up in terms of what that area is or that specific thing is. But if it comes up as more than one thing, then we'll go with that as well. And yeah, so we have 4 different groups to choose from. Don't let the captions here deter you or to influence your decision, because it doesn't necessarily mean that the reading is going to be about these topics here. So just choose intuitively, really, what pulls you in. So group number 1 is going to be the Coyote, Revealer of Truth. Group number 2 is going to be the Loon, Intuitive. Group number 3 is going to be the Wolf, Pathfinder. And group number 4 is going to be the Bison, Abundance. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the intention together that this reading will be for whoever is going to be tuning in to this reading, and I trust that Spirit will guide whoever's meant to hear these messages today to the right pile and to the right reading. So just follow your intuition. You can pause if you need more time, and the timestamps are down below. If you would like to book a private reading, I have those details also down below. There's a link over to my scheduling site for full-length video readings. And then I also have a link over to my Etsy shop where I have oracle decks, as well as mini video and written readings delivered in 24 to 72 hours over there. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into group number 1. Hello, group number 1. If you chose the Coyote, Revealer of Truth, let's go ahead and see what we have come up for you. So what is your next big manifestation that's coming in for anybody who chose the Coyote, who is tapped in and tuned in here to this reading? So what I'm going to do, and if you want to fast forward, that's fine, but I'm going to actually pull 2 cards from 4 decks here to get the overall kind of frame of the reading, and then we will start the reading from there. But I just feel guided to do this for some reason today. So let's go ahead and see here. And if you want to fast forward, I don't know, it could be like a minute or 2. Let's see. So group number 1, tap me into anybody here who's watching for group number 1. What is their next big manifestation that is coming in for them? And this would be in the next few months or so. So something in the near future, something that's about to show in your reality that you've wanted or that you've manifested. Okay, let's go into the tarot here. 2 cards, please, Spirit, for group number 1. What is their next big manifestation that's about to show in their reality? 2 cards. Okay, and then let's go into this Manifested Oracle to get the specifics. What are the, let's just get, yeah, we'll get 2 of these. What are the 2 main topics that group number 1 is manifesting next in their reality? And I'll put your underneath card here. And then let's actually just get one of these over here. What is group number one's next big manifestation? I'm being shown somebody writing something, pen to paper, so it could be something about writing maybe. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have. So we have the courage and we have victory. We have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. We have a pay raise and we have harmonious relationships. And then we also have here Atheling, nobility, grace, and gratitude. And let's look at your bottom. We have spiritual growth. Okay, so right away, the first thing that just popped in my mind here, and I'm being shown the moon. Someone here could have a connection to the moon. You could be a Cancer, you don't have to, but with the spiritual growth and the coyote, it does talk here about revealer of truth in that card. So I do feel like this to be the underlying energy for you. A lot of what you're going through right now has to do with, I'm hearing steps being taken into these directions. So with the, obviously the Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the pay raise, the main thing that's popping out at me, you have two completely different topics, but I do feel like the main one coming through, or just kind of the overarching thing, is that there's victory coming through with things that you have had to kind of overcome, obstacles that you had to overcome. And of course, there could be more money coming in. That's one big thing that's coming through. And I'm being shown this has a lot to do with like you cleaning up something in your environment. So maybe with that coyote and the spiritual growth, you had to sort of go through a bit of a cleanse, or your guides may have been, you know, again, I keep seeing the moon. So maybe something which was within yourself, like a hidden aspect of yourself, or something hidden about your environment, you're finding victory here. And for a few of you, but it won't resonate with everyone, I'm hearing Sagittarius too, you may have had something that you needed to like defeat in your environment. It could have been a difficult relationship. It could have been something that someone was deceitful towards you. That could be. And it feels like you've really conquered that. You've overcome that. I'm hearing that you have a lot of guides around you. So they're coming up in this reading. A lot of support, a lot of guidance. And with this here too, grace, nobility, it's like something about what you're manifesting has a lot to do with, like, look at the crown here too, like the beads and kind of the gems. I feel like your crown chakra is opening and expanding, which is going to allow you to reach the stars, you know, reach your goals much more easily. So victory in terms of career, money, if you've been looking for a promotion, if you've been hoping to attract more clients, if you've been looking for a new job, maybe that pays better. That is definitely one big thing that I'm seeing. I'm also being told too that, like I said, if you have had like a deceptive relationship around you, or if you've had people, like string of connections which didn't really like respect you, I feel like you're going to be having new people, romantic and friendships, that are going to be much more harmonious, much more aligned to you. And I'm seeing that you're also going to be having the courage to pursue these things that you want to pursue. Maybe you held back for a while, or you felt, again, there was like an invisible force maybe that sort of stopped you in some kind of way. So yeah, for you, it's victory, it's success, it's having an increase of finances, and really being able to connect deeper with the people around you, possibly even having new people that will enter your life is what this is. I'm also being shown the heart chakra. So there's this feeling of like your heart chakra opening to maybe healing your heart chakra, you know, connecting to people who are going to want to have a harmonious relationship. Could even be mending of things, mending of connections, of relationships that have been difficult for some of you. And I'm being told also that there's a feeling of, you know, again, the main thing here is that you have seen something clearly in your life, where you're getting to the point of being able to see situations very clearly. And so because of that, it's really boosted your own self-confidence, your own self-esteem. If you haven't had this come in yet, this could manifest in the next few months. So I feel like that also is something too, by shining brave and true and bright. And with this Six of Wands is definitely the same meaning here as victory. So for someone also, you actually might be having some important piece of information about to be revealed to you. This could be through spirit, through your spiritual growth. It could be through something outside of you, such as a message or something incoming. But there's something about this over her head here, which for me is talking about this clarity that just comes in. Something with the star on top of her head here too. So definitely like crown chakra energy. Putting the pieces together of your life, with that spiritual growth. And when we do that, when we're able to like put things together, it does kind of give the universe an opportunity to offer here, the Ace of Pentacles, something better for us, some kind of up-leveling in our life. I'm also getting a specific message that if you have been like working really hard, or you feel like you've been trying to put in so much effort, it's either that it's about to, like pay off, you're about to see the results from that, but it could also be that you won't really have to work as hard. It's not about like pushing yourself to exhaustion. It feels like something is going to come in terms of money and career, which is going to kind of be more free flowing. You're not going to have to push so much or work as hard, is something coming through as well. And I am being told for some of you too, like a side note, you could be very much like your love life and also your career life could be very interconnected in terms of your energy, which is why when you're more of a clear channel, when you have more clarity within yourself, then other areas of your life also begin to click into place. So and I am also getting another specific message that if you have been looking for love, it's almost like I'm getting this feeling to where you finally meet the one, or you meet someone that, because I'm hearing something like the last person that you'll meet, but they mean it in like a positive way in terms of, maybe someone with the Ace of Pentacles who could be wanting to offer a serious long-term commitment. Or if you're looking for that, you're finding more, it's getting closer to you finding a serious commitment with somebody. Being able to maybe go to the next level in connections and not just have something superficial or surface level. Could even be, I'm getting as well, like a soulmate or some high level soul connection that comes in for you because you've kind of cracked this code within yourself, and you've, been able to, it's like I feel the universe is rewarding you. I'm also hearing the word karma. So it feels like there's a sense more so for you of you receiving good things back to you, which you've, been able to sort of surmount that obstacle and to end that difficult cycle for you, to have that courage to maybe even put an end to things maybe, or to see things clearly. I'm also being shown too, with the pay raise, for someone, you could be doing something very much that is like outside of your comfort zone. So maybe you have an opportunity for that, or you just decide to put yourself out there in a stronger way, and that is what's going to attract more money to you. Maybe you're going to get that promotion because you're going to be recognized, you're going to be seen, or you're just going to be putting more effort into not being afraid to do things differently. And because of that, that is, again, what's going to bring in more clients or more abundance to you. So it's like you're all around just becoming more courageous, more victorious, and there's kind of these check marks of the box that are being, like boxes are being checked off kind of in your life, is what it seems like here. And I keep being shown that energy of clarity coming in. So definitely some of you are about to have a big breakthrough in terms of your own inner clarity, which might be like catalyzed by something around you, some clarity that comes in your environment. But it's like you're putting something together here. And it also might just be time for you. It's like it's time for you to receive this good fortune with the Ace of Pentacles. I am hearing the month of March. So this could be manifesting in the month of March. That could be very specific, but if you get some promotion, it could be in March. You also might meet somebody significant in March. Or if you're in a healthy relationship right now, there might be this moving forward of that connection to go to a more serious level. I'm being shown a vacation too. So someone could go on a vacation in March. There could be a trip of some sort being taken to have maybe a connection to where you can mend something, or that you have a new connection, that you go on a trip together, and it's very harmonious. I'm hearing the name Stephen. You're speaking more up for yourself. You're able to speak more of your truth. You're able to articulate more of yourself clearly. Maybe even having to set boundaries, be more clear with your words, be recognized for what you're speaking out into the world for business, or for just being more forward kind of with your energy, more courageous. For someone, you may have been through a lot of trauma. This is not going to be for all of you, but I'm being told that you may have been through a lot of trauma at some point. And it's like, that is also another thing that is kind of indirectly influencing these positive things, because you may have healed that part of you, or you may have really dove deep into yourself to heal some trauma that was stuffed away like in a corner. It was very stuffed down. And I think that you are just, becoming more of a, you're respecting yourself more. You have more gratitude for your journey, for life, for yourself, and it's like you're glowing brighter because of this. You have more of a high vibration, and that's what's also manifesting these things to come in. Yeah, I definitely am seeing a connection here. For some reason, I'm seeing two people with their cheeks. I'm hearing cheek to cheek, like on their cheeks. Not the butt cheeks, but the face cheeks. So, I guess it could be the butt cheeks too, but there's something with the, maybe a connection which is very close, or you're about to get very close to somebody. Yeah, and for some of you, this is almost like I'm being shown the truth goes here to your crown chakra, and then it goes here to the harmonious relationships, and then it goes to victory. So it's like a ping pong ball here, to where the truth that comes in helps your relationships to heal, and then helps victory to come in. So whether that means someone is going to be, making things right, you're mending something with an argument with somebody, or falling out, or again, you just could be attracting people who are very true and authentic people, because you have found that within yourself. And so that's why you are calling that in and attracting that in here. I'm getting a T name. Yeah, and then lastly, the same thing's coming up here, something with the number 6, and I'm hearing the South Node. There's just a feeling of victory over your obstacles, really. And if you felt like you were kind of kicked down at some point, maybe even because of some past life karma, karmic relationships, things that had to be hidden from you for the purposes of your spiritual growth, that's what you're going through. That's what's kind of beginning to resolve and to dissolve as well. And it just feels like the road is more open. The road ahead is paved. The road is no longer kind of cluttered with fallen branches. You're able to have the forward road to these things. And I'm being drawn to all of the plants and flowers here, because it feels like growth in many ways. Obviously, financial growth, relationship growth, but also just fertile ground and things that, like, the road ahead is more paved so that flowers can grow. Definitely could be close to spring too, because I'm getting a lot of growth back in the environment. So you receiving growth after going through kind of a cold time or having a barren landscape, there's more of these flowers and seeds of potential that are growing, and just warmth that I feel is coming through. So I will leave it here, group number 1. I hope that this reading could help. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 2. If you chose the Loon Intuitive, let's go ahead and see what we have for your reading. So if you would like to fast forward, you can do so, but I'm going to be shuffling 4 decks and getting 2 cards from each one. So this might take like maybe a minute or 2 if you want to fast forward, but I just feel called to do this here today. So let's go ahead and see. Spirit, tap me into any souls who are watching for group number 2, anybody who chose the Loon group. What is their next big manifestation? So what is manifesting in their reality in the next few months or so? What is showing up in their reality as a big manifestation for them, their next big breakthrough? So can we get 2 cards here for group number 2? Group number 2, what is your next big manifestation? Group number 2, your next big breakthrough, next big manifestation. Okay, and then I'm going to get these specific manifested cards. What is group number 2's next big manifestation, next big breakthrough? What specific topic and area is most manifesting for them? Ooh. Okay, I guess we'll take those 2. And then at the bottom of the deck, we'll take that one as well. And then I'm actually just going to get one of these. One of these for group number 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. We have creativity and abundance, and they're both purple. We have here King of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So wow, lots of abundance. We have small business success and we have support. We also have here the solitary, dedication, self-love, and focus. And at the bottom here, we have happiness. Okay, so beautiful reading here. Let me just kind of rearrange these a little bit. So obviously here for you, group number 2, with the King of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, small business success, the abundance, you know, this might be very specific. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then you may want to choose a different pile. But this definitely feels like financial business success, especially if you do have your own business or if you want to start your own business. It's not just limited to that though, because with the happiness card here, there's something going on with you to where you are tapping into a deeper intuitive level and self-love within yourself right now. So with this Loon here and this card, dedication, self-love, focus, with the 9 of Pentacles, I'm hearing that for some of you, you may have had to let something go recently, or maybe you've just gone through like a self-healing process. You've purged something, you've let go of something, and whatever you're doing, you're like really on the right track, I'm getting, because it feels like there's so many beautiful energies here. And it's like with these flowers around her and the flower here and the creativity, I feel like this is very much connected to your, and there's flowers here too, flowers everywhere, connected to your sense of self-love, and even for some of you here, your feminine side, your feminine energy, regardless, you know, if you're a man or a woman. It feels like with this creativity, there's a lot to do with like things that you've wanted to happen are beginning to happen. Like I'm kind of being shown like speed bumps almost, or like gaps in the energy, and then something kind of speeds up suddenly. So I feel like this is such like a rich energy. And by rich, I mean, yes, it could be finances too, but I mean like rich in terms of a rich kind of environment, people around you, happiness, the flowers, a rich sort of feeling of, yeah, I don't know how to put it, just like a feeling of sort of luxury inside and outside. So that is definitely the main topic for you. For this, I would say it's certainly connected to mainly business, career, as well as a sense of security within self, because it kind of goes together. And I'm hearing for someone specific, if you've been waiting for an offer from a job, or if you've been waiting for some kind of offer involving your finances for the most part, this is going to be coming in. And I'm not sure why this is coming up, but I'll have to say it. I am getting for some of you, you might be guided right now to stay quiet about what you're doing, because I'm kind of being shown someone zipping your mouth shut, but it's in a way to where you have big things coming in. So you may have to be careful of like the people that you tell this to. You'll know if that's for you, because I feel like there's certain people who are entering your life who are going to be very supportive to you. For someone also specific, you might be having some kind of group session, or you might be a leader doing something for a group of people. Okay, that could be. And I'm just getting this like you're just at the beginning, I'm hearing. You're just kind of scratching the surface of what's possible for you, of what's manifesting for you. So this is a really beautiful pile here, definitely like a really beautiful energy. And I think that for those of you, for a lot of you, you're very creative souls, and that's also going to be increasing. This manifestation for you is almost like it's joined together with your creativity, turns into success in terms of money. So especially if you do something creative for a living, that would be especially true. But even whatever area that you're in, whatever job that you have, it's like your inner happiness, your inner creativity is directly influencing in a positive way your abundance, and your abundance to follow, to come in. There's a lot of feelings I keep getting for this reading of like you finally did it, or it finally happened. So that might be something for someone, that if you've been waiting for this breakthrough for a long time, or you've been waiting for that offer that will help you to open that small business, or to something clicks here, something that you just kind of are able to feel comfortable and at ease with your life, that's going to be coming through. I'm getting some of you could be a fire sign. You don't have to be, but you also could have like a fieriness to you. There's an energy I'm getting too, like you may have more energy, or you're about to have more enthusiasm and energy to put into things, to put into projects, to follow your heart, your passions. Again, very much of a feminine, creative, abundant feeling of like when you're internally happy, it shows on the outside. And that's really connected to your next big breakthrough and manifestation. I'm hearing Egypt. So someone here could be from Egypt. There could be some kind of connection to Egypt in terms of, I saw it when I looked at this card, small business. So that's going to be for somebody. Some kind of interaction with somebody in Egypt, or you are from Egypt, or you're opening a business in Egypt, something like that. Or maybe about Egypt, or yeah, whatever that is for you. And yeah, for some, if you felt like you didn't have support, maybe you felt like your environment didn't support you, or you had people who didn't support you, even spirit, like on a spiritual level, it feels like that's also going to be in the form of not just like people physically, but spirit guides, spiritual support that is making your dreams more of a reality. And for someone, I keep getting like a letter. This is super specific. This is definitely not going to be for everyone. But if you had gotten rejected by something, I'm not sure if you applied for something or if it's a school. I'm just seeing someone disappointed at a rejection letter. Not love related though. It feels like it's, I mean, I guess it could be for someone, but it feels like that for some reason happened to you to make this other thing happen, or to maybe you're finally getting accepted for something, or whatever happened before. It's like that's not going to happen again in terms of a rejection of something. So that's just going to be for somebody. But I feel like it's also just your own self-image and how you are approaching this, and how you're approaching Yeah, and I'm also getting another side note here. It didn't come up as your main cards, but if you have been looking for love, or if there's some connection here to romance, it's like your glow up that you're about to go through, that you're currently going through, is really going to attract people into you, or even for some, make somebody sort of regret what they lost. That could be for someone too, because I'm just getting this like churn of events suddenly. Somehow there's like a rapid churn of events that will happen, or that you went through recently, and obviously it's very positive. This is your next big success, your next big manifestation. So, and if you've been holding back on your creative talents, or if you've been holding back on applying yourself to this, or opening that business, or something like that, this is definitely a confirmation for you to go ahead with it, to do it. It feels like it's really going to be a powerful shift for you. With the purple here, so much of like this feeling of, it's like very pastel looking with the purple and the pinks here, and then this energy, which is why I keep getting this very deeply connected, inner kind of spiritual feminine energy, with this intuitive, the loon too. So I feel like a lot of this is things that you're becoming more open with to the world. I'm getting as well people who are accepting you because you accept yourself, showing maybe more of yourself to the world, being more open with who you are. And again, for someone very specific, I'm hearing one hit wonder. I don't know if maybe there's going to be one thing that you'll do that will somehow like go viral, or maybe it's some product, or it's maybe you are an artist or something, and it's going to kind of blow up, or it's going to be the one thing that you needed to get you to be seen by the world. That could be for a few of you. Yeah, and I'm also hearing healing past wounds, or healing from the ghost of the past. So you may be healing from past heartbreak, past wounds. And as I said, I feel like for some, there's people who may feel regretful, about losing you maybe. And it's like, this is your time to shine. It's like sweet revenge here, but not because you are trying to do any kind of revenge purposely. It's just simply coming from, you thriving and you glowing like this. This woman with her skin is so like not pastel, but pale and clear. And it gives me a feeling of this like purity of your soul, of like who you are. Something about that. Anything else for group number 2? What is your next big manifestation? I'm also being shown somebody waving a magic wand. So you may also be just very connected to, your manifestations. Maybe you are a very powerful manifester. Whatever you're creating is going to turn into gold, turn into magic. I'm hearing let it rip. So Spirit's saying to let it rip, whatever it is that you're doing, like just do it. I don't know what that is. Probably most likely connected to your business, especially if you have a small business. But I know not everyone, who chose this pile will have a small business. So you can apply it to just whatever that is for you. But it just feels like whatever this is, though, connected to, it is something that you are doing uniquely. So even if you have like a different job that's not like you work for somebody or you work for a company, it's still like your unique touch that you're adding, or something to do with like your artistry with this, or you following your I don't know, like your own self with this here. And lastly, I'm hearing, I can't take my eyes off you, I just heard. So for someone, maybe there's people who can't take their eyes off of you, which seem to be in really all ways. I think it's going to start first with your own happiness, and it's going to be mainly focused around your abundance and creativity. But when people, do well, and when you are happy, then also romance and friendships and people will automatically be drawn to you for that reason. So I think that's going to be a part of it too. There's just such a feeling of kind of elevating your life in many ways, appearance-wise, financially wise, spiritually wise, and it's like you're just getting back into a groove, I'm hearing. yeah, so I will leave it here. Group number 2, I really hope this could help. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Wolf, Pathfinder, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you for your reading. So if you want to fast forward a minute or two, you can do that. I'm going to be pulling 2 cards from 4 different decks, just because I feel guided to get the information out before we channel it. So yeah, let's go ahead and see here. If you want to stay tuned for this, or if you want to watch, that's fine, of course, as well. So Spirit, tune me into any souls who are here watching for group number 3 who have chosen the Wolf. Can you show us, please, what is their next big breakthrough, next big manifestation? So in the next month or two, or a couple months, I should say, what big manifestations are coming in for them? What topics and areas are coming through? Okay, so let's see. Let's get 2 cards here. Group number 3. What is their next big breakthrough, next big manifestation that's going to show up in their reality for the souls who are here watching for group number 3? Okay, let's get 2 of these. Group number 3, the Wolf. What is their next big manifestation, next big breakthrough for them that's about to show up in their life? Okay, and then we're going to get your Manifest It cards to get the specifics here. 2 of these, please, for group number 3, their next big breakthrough. And manifestation that's about to show up for them next few months or so. And 1 at the bottom for the main theme. And then I'll just get 1 actually of these. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have for you. So we have the 2 of Pentacles and we have the Fool. I'll put these and organize them in a second. We have Authenticity and we have Glamour. We have Debt Paid Off. We have Good Sleep. And then we have Destruction, Ending, and Final Moments. So this feels kind of intense here. And then let's see at the one at the bottom, we have New Gadget. Okay, so let's see. This one is definitely very unique compared to the others. So let's put these here and see what we have. Well, the main thing I am getting is it is about your authenticity. I do feel for a lot of you, this main kind of manifestation for you, yours is more of like an energy, okay? I mean, yes, we do have debt paid off here, so there could be something in your physical world, but with this like good sleep here too, it gives me the feeling of more of like an energy that you're embodying. It feels like there's a lot of things that you're finding a path about. With the Fool here, for someone, it could even be like a trip that you're taking. It could be that there's a new path that you're forging. Again, this feels very intense, you know, like this card here too feels very intense. And I feel like Ragnarok, that's my dad's name, Ragnar. But I do feel like this is really connected here to a lot of you really it's like there's been kind of something circling around, or there's been a like a wind here going on and something is settling, you know. So I feel like the main thing that's coming up here is again, basically you're finding your path. For some of you, again, this will be dependent because this pile feels a bit more like energetic in terms of maybe there's certain things that are calming down in your life. You know, with the debt paid off, it gives me a feeling with the calculator here and the Two of Pentacles that maybe there's certain things that are becoming more easy to deal with. You know, maybe you're having more of a sense of direction because you're able to have things more organized. You're able to do the things you want to do. If you need to pay off debt, if you've been juggling two different jobs, if you've been it feels like for someone there's a breaking point here in a new direction, which is why we have this final ending, or I'm sorry, final moment with the Fool. So it actually feels like a really big thing. It just feels like it's an inner shift, an inner change for you that's manifesting. So if you've been looking for, I'm hearing hope as well. There's hope restored with something. If you've been feeling a bit hopeless, or if you feel like, you're having a difficult time sleeping, or there's challenges stacked up in your life right now, it's like you're having hope restored. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing to have and to manifest, because if you had felt like you lost your path or you lost yourself, it's like I'm getting with the wolf here. Maybe some of you are taking a lone wolf path, like a lone path that you're forging for yourself. And it feels like and with this like red hair, that's why I'm getting a very intense feeling of you are becoming your truest self with the authenticity here. And yeah, something is being figured out, I'm hearing. Like you're sorting something out in your life. You're figuring something out. You're figuring out a path maybe that you're taking forward. It could be a location you're going. This pile again feels like it's different things for you, because it kind of comes down to what is it within yourself that is leading you to that direction, and you kind of going maybe within yourself and having more resources to make those things happen is also what I'm getting here with this. And of course, that could be very specific. That card, new gadget, that could be for somebody. If you've been wanting, I don't know, it could be a computer, it could be a TV, it could be a new phone, it could be something that's important to you that you've been wanting to manifest, maybe for your business or something. That could be something coming through, a small thing here, or maybe a big thing. But yeah, I feel like yours is definitely, there's a lot of changes going on. So maybe for some of you, you've had a lot of upheavals recently, or you've had many different things that have, kind of challenged you at some point. And again, with this debt paid off, it's a sense of sort of not saying that you're not going to have abundance come in, but it feels like it's more so that you're wiping the slate clean and then being able to start anew in your life. So that's where I mentioned that it's like, maybe some loose ends that have to be tied up in your life to allow you to progress and to move forward. And that's exactly what's going to be coming in. So yeah, it's a little kind of all over the place for this one. It feels like there's different things that are bouncing around. But with the wolf, it just keeps giving me that feeling of just like deep trust in self and being supported here. And almost like a pivotal moment or decision that you could be making as well. And I feel like for someone, this is very specific, but if you've been in like a toxic relationship, this is not going to be for everyone. Or if you've been in just like a very unhealthy dynamic somehow, it's like that's also going to be what you are leaving behind. You have the freedom to leave that behind. You have the resources to leave that behind. And it's leading you into a completely different or new direction, away from influences and external parties, or maybe just like a challenged life. Like I said, maybe you've been working overtime, or you've had to juggle financial responsibilities. You've had to juggle that with a relationship or with your family or children, or just many things going on. And I think with the glamour here, it's like it says here, I now see the realms of possibility. there's a feeling of really like a deep sense of inner faith and hope that I can now see the way out of this situation. I can now kind of remove myself from this, or I can have this final moment that I need to go into that direction. And I think that's really what this is. So I feel like, yeah, because I'm hearing blood, sweat, and tears. Like this pile definitely feels a bit difficult in terms of what you've been through, and how this manifestation for you and this breakthrough is something that you've really needed. Like you really deserve this, you need this, and it feels like it gives you an opportunity to, for example, I think I mentioned already, but it could be a specific example, like you've wanted to move to a certain location for a long time, or you wanted to pay off this debt so that you could, I don't know, start some business or buy a home or whatever it could be. There's just some moment that you've been wanting and waiting for that will be different for all of you. And it's like that is the moment that you're manifesting, if that makes sense. And this could also be like spiritual debt too. If it doesn't resonate with you as being financial, it could be a spiritual debt. It could be something that you've, like I'm being shown like a compass swirling in all directions. You've been trying to find your footing. You've been trying to find your path. And with this like one foot here, one leg is up. It's like you haven't been having a steady maybe path, or things have been, again, off balance. And it's like you're given the bold opportunity to be just completely and uniquely yourself with this red here, with this red hair, and like a very unique version of yourself that's manifesting. Maybe even for someone specific too. If you've been wanting to go down a path that is very different, very unconventional, maybe risky, the first thing that's coming to my mind is maybe you want to just suddenly move countries, or do like open some path here that is like risky to do because either people don't really agree with you, or you would have to go this alone, or it's something like that, to where it's just you're having the courage and the boldness to make that work and to make that happen. A lot of Aquarius here too for some of you. Yeah, it's really all about direction for you. They keep showing me things spinning and like throwing the dart on the dartboard and just hitting it in the bullseye, but it's been spinning, so it's been hard to hit the bullseye because it's just been all over the place. So it's like you're hitting some kind of target. That's the manifestation for you. You're hitting a target. You are putting an end to things that held you back within yourself, and maybe even, with this good sleep, some of you could even have downloads while you're sleeping. And I'm hearing too that you're able to get out of like a safe zone that you've been in. So again, that could be so many things. It's a safe zone that you've put like a limit on what you can create. It could be a safe zone in terms of a certain location, home, relationship, job that has made you almost like restrict and restrain who your true self really is and your spiritual gifts, I'm getting to. So a lot of like self-image work too, you feeling more confident, feeling that you find yourself more attractive, or you feel more encouraged that you can do things, that you have the confidence to pursue things that really are going to get you somewhere in life. That's just really what this is here. I'm also hearing that, again, some of you your guides could communicate with you when you're sleeping. And there's a sense here of like, pay attention to your intuitive hits, because the wolf is here too, your instincts. Pay attention to those things that you feel guided to do, because for some of you, this is something that is like a future timeline also of yourself that is being created right now, that is manifesting for this future to manifest, to come in, because it's like really connected to when you follow yourself fearlessly. Yeah, so for you, it's like a Wheel of Fortune type of energy to me too, to where there's many possibilities. It's not just limited to one thing that's coming in. It's like it's all about your inner self that's manifesting to that potential. And then once you kind of are in this fool's energy, once you go over the ledge here and you open to possibility, many things start to trickle in that are aligned to your true authentic self, which is everything or anything really, is what that is. So I will leave it here, group number 3. I really hope this reading could help. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up, or please give this a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the bison, abundance, let's go ahead and see what we have come up for you for your next big manifestation and breakthrough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle 4 decks and pull 2 cards from each before we start the reading. So if you want to fast forward, you can do so, like a minute or 2. If not, then you can follow along here. But let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. So Spirit, please tune me in to anybody who chose pile number 4, the bison, any souls who are here watching this reading. What is their next big manifestation and breakthrough? What is manifesting for them in their reality in the next few months or so, please? What is their next manifestation and breakthrough that's coming in for pile number 4? So 2 cards, please, from this deck. Pile 4, the bison. What is their next big manifestation coming in for them? Their next big breakthrough that's going to show in their reality. Okay, let's get this deck. 2 cards. Okay. One more card for group number 4, their next big manifestations. And then we'll get some specifics here with the Manifested Oracle. So 2 of these, what are the main topics that are manifesting for group 4? Okay, and then the one at the bottom is going to be the theme, and then we'll get one of these for group 4, their next big manifestation. Okay, so let's see. We have the Tower and the 5 of Cups. Wow, so very intense here. Let's see. We have dream sweet, sleep deep, and we have fertility. Something came up about sleep in group number 3 as well. We have large savings, and we have an invitation. And then we have here promise, pledge, and contract. And then the one at the bottom is fast manifester. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to organize these here a little bit. What is pile number 4's next big manifestation that's coming in for them? I'm hearing the word honesty with this oath here too. Promise, contract, honesty. Well, first of all, with the fast manifester at the bottom and the bison abundance, I do feel like something with the Tower too is definitely shifting for you, pile number 4. And I feel like with the fertility, there's definitely a lot of things that are going to be a common, or not common, but a like a fertile ground for you to call a lot of things in. One big thing that I'm getting here, obviously we have large savings. So with the abundance, I think that a lot of you, what you're manifesting is a large increase in abundance, not even just limited to money. I'm getting like it's even something to do with like somehow you having like a reservoir of things to have, like to kind of yeah, like to have in your life. So of course it is like your bank account too, things, investments it could be too. There is definitely a lot of that coming through. And I'm almost getting with the Tower here that it's going to happen kind of suddenly, or it's something to where, you know, with this fertility in the Tower, it's like maybe certain blockages within yourself are releasing. With the Five of Cups, it's things that you have let go of or purged kind of, and this is what's also allowing you to manifest a lot quicker. There could be a letter or a message or some kind of important invitation coming in, is also something coming through here with this promise oath as well. And for some of you, I feel like this also might be connected to it's like, yeah, you're getting some kind of invitation. You're getting something that you is going to like turn things around for you. So this could be some kind of job offer. It could be an invitation to somewhere, like a trip. It could be anything really. It could be from a person, of course, as well. And I'm just getting this feeling that you've been waiting for this for a while, or you've been waiting for like a breakthrough of some kind, which is why we have the Tower. So it feels like this is going to be kind of the catalyst for you to move something forward or to begin to manifest things much more quickly. So I guess for you, the main thing is that there's a, like I'm hearing project too. There could be some specific project that you're working on or that you will be working on. And it's like that project is going to really bring you a lot of success. It seems like it's something that's like, again, like a fertile ground, something that is allowing you to like build on something, because the Tower talks about something falling apart. So you're rebuilding something. You have it's like you have the promise of something that it will give you this reward. So for example, like I said, it could be a job offer, someone who invites you to, you know, I don't know, speak somewhere or to do something, or you have this honest invitation, and once you accept that and take that, it will lead you to a lot of abundance. It could be a very fertile offer, you know, that's coming in, a very lucrative kind of offer. And I'm getting somebody smiling a lot, laughing and smiling. So it could also lead you to a lot of happiness and success. It feels like there's, you know, obviously the Five of Cups is not like a card of smiling and laughing. So I feel like some of you are going to have a turn of events when it comes to your mindset, when it comes to things that you've been feeling sad about, maybe things that you've been feeling down about. It feels like that's going to be also changing for you. Wondrous dreams for days reborn. It's things that you've been really thinking about that are manifesting, things that you've been putting an intention into. And I feel like these things are, you know, coming true is really what this is. So it's things that you've put a lot of thought into these at some point or another. It could be recently or it could be for a long time. And you're finally getting that moment or that breakthrough that brings that in for you. So for you, it also could be a few different things, a variety of things, but for the most part, it's financially related, and also just like a stronger foundation. For some of you, could even have to do with your home life, having a more solid foundation to live on, to have just basically things that make you feel safe in your world, you know, things that you can feel that like you can feel okay and safe that you're taken care of. And I don't think you probably have felt that way with the Tower and the Five of Cups, okay? Unless this could be something which is going to be a change of events too. For a few of you, it could be like a Tower moment does come in. but they don't want you to worry about that because this is going to change for you, or there's going to be a more positive outcome, even if you do go through something difficult, or even if you have gone through something difficult in that way. I'm hearing the name Michael. Could be Archangel Michael as well. Yeah, it's like I'm being shown the stars are aligning, like the planets are moving, the stars are aligning, something is clicking, something is able to happen with the fast manifester. So for a lot of you, I think this could be like a very personal manifestation for a few of you, you know, because it feels like it's something specific that you've really wanted, or it's something that will happen almost like in a flash or an instant. An instant. And I'm getting also, for a few of you, there could be an invitation coming in from someone that you've wanted to hear from, or that you've wanted to have this conversation with. It won't be the case for everybody, but for some of you, it does feel that way. And it's like you're able to see things from a bigger perspective. You're able to have more clarity, excuse me, come in, that can give you a bigger and better perspective about things that you've either been sad about before, or something which has recently fallen apart. An invitation will make it better, or will resolve something for you. For someone, I'm getting school here. So if you have an invitation to some course or school or education in some way, or maybe like an acceptance letter, that could be for somebody, is something manifesting. And then I'm also getting for someone else specific, if you have already put a lot of energy into, maybe, for example, you decided to open a business and you poured in a lot of money to that, to open that business. It feels like this is going to be where it'll start to show the results of it, and there will be a lot of future abundance and money that will come out of that, if that makes sense. So even if you're going through maybe a challenging time now, or if it's a big event that happens, it's almost like giving me a feeling of something from the past, or something you put energy into in the past, or that you thought about, suddenly kind of comes in at some point. And it's like your perspective on these things change. The way that the universe responds to you is changing. Yeah, and this invitation for some of you, again, it's going to give you clarity on something. It's almost like going to open up some kind of clarity that you've needed to hear. It does say here contract, which is why I'm sort of getting for some of you, it's like maybe a contract in work that you're signing, some invitation that you are agreeing to something, but I'm hearing shoot your shot. So this really could be a few things, because I'm not getting a specific on for all of you. It could even be someone who wants to ask you out somewhere, or who wants to give you an invitation to something. It could be a friend, could be romantic, but for a lot of you it also could be business related. And just overall a sense of generally being able to call these things in. So that's really what I'm getting for you. Anything else before we go here for pile number 4? Anything else for them? I'm being shown this vulnerable space within yourself, because I did hear honesty before. So I feel like you are coming to terms with something within yourself, maybe having this honesty within something about yourself right now. But again, I kind of feel for others of you, it also could be connected to an honest conversation coming in, an honest truth revealed, some kind of communication that will clarify things for you. And somehow it's connected to this fertility, because either that honest conversation or that clearing of your energy with the Tower is going to be, you know, again, kind of clearing your energy almost so that you can attract these large savings, large abundance to follow in your life. And then lastly, I'm hearing things will calm down. So if you've been kind of bouncing around, if you've been feeling that there's many things to do, many things to take care of, things will calm down with this dream suite as well. It could be that with the Tower and the Five of Cups, you know, again, you've been questioning something, you've been concerned about something, things will calm down. And then for someone specific too, I'm hearing make it or break it moment. There could be some special event or some special moment that's coming where it's like a make it or break it, or you're doing something, you're pouring something into, I don't know, you're doing something big, and it's kind of like you don't know the result of it. Is it a make it or break it kind of thing? And I do think for a lot of you, it will turn out to be successful in the end. There's just this overall feeling of like an avalanche of abundance that will eventually find you, even if it takes a few more months or so, depending on your timeline. So I will leave it here, group number 4. I really hope this reading could help. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.